Hello and welcome to A Beginner's Guide to Scrolls. In this little three-part series, I'm going to explain everything you need to know as a beginner to Scrolls to help you get the most out of it and to build your collection in the most efficient way so as not to get frustrated with the game and to enjoy it as much as I do. So, in this first video, I'm going to go straight to a game. I'm going to explain the key concepts and how it all works without going into too much depth. I'm going to explain everything you need to know in the videos that will follow this one. I just want to explain the very key concepts first. So, without further ado, let's jump into a quick match with the Growth pre-constructed deck. Excuse me. Which I suggest you start with. Got some good synergies amongst the cards. It's really quite simple to understand, and it's really quite effective and easy to make into quite a competitive deck as well. So, start with the Growth pre-constructed deck. Feel free to start with what you want. You know, I'm not being a Scrolls Hitler or anything, but I'm just suggesting that as a good place to start. So, this is the board. You can see it's divided into two halves, your side and opponent's side, with these little hexagons running across it, 15 on each side, and this is where you place units. These little dudes here are called idols, and that's the key to everything. The way you win a game of Scrolls is by destroying 3 of your opponent's idols. So if you can keep 3 of these guys alive, you cannot lose the game. You start with a 50-card deck. I'll go into more detail on decks and stuff in a bit, but for now, that's all you need to know. You've got a 50-card deck, 3 copies of each card maximum in your deck, and you've got different kinds of cards. This is a creature card, Ragged Wolf. The cost is at the top there, the cost to play, so that costs you 1 growth resource to play. It's got an attack value of 1, indicated by the sword. It has a countdown of 2, which we'll talk about in a sec, and it has health points 2. And any abilities are down here, and this one has haste, which means the creature comes in play with its countdown set to 0, so he'll attack straight away. If he didn't have haste, you'd play him, and 2 turns later he'd attack. So this is how all the attacking strategy works. When you click to end your turn, anything that's available to attack will attack. You don't choose who attacks. So that's all based on the creature's countdown, and that can be manipulated in various ways. So, there's no real structure to a turn. It's not complicated at all. The computer automatically draws you a card. Then you can sacrifice the scrolls that you have in hand for either resources or for more scrolls, 2 scrolls. So, unlike other card games like Magic the Gathering, etc., you don't have issues with mana screw, struggling for resources, because you're in control of how many resources you have, and to some extent, how many scrolls you have in hand. So that's nice. It's one of the things that really attracted me to this game. So yeah, you draw a card, then you can sack for resources or scrolls, then you can play cards if you can afford them, and then you can move stuff. Creatures can move 1 hexagon a turn, unless there's something saying otherwise. And structures... have I got a structure? No, I've not got a structure to show you, but structures are defensive units. Basically, think of them as walls that protect your units behind them. They can't move unless, again, a scroll says that they can. So there are 4 different types of scrolls. I've shown you a creature, then you've got spells, which are instant effects, like this one called Rallying. That costs you 5 growth to play. And that means, what's it say? All units you control have their countdown decreased by 2. So that's really, really powerful for surprising opponents with attacking creatures. Another spell there. What else have we got? No, we ain't got any enchantments or structures to show you, unfortunately. Excuse me. I'm just eating a McDonald's. But we'll get into that as the game progresses. So, Don't worry if I've skipped anything that you're asking questions about. I will cover everything as we move through the series of videos. So I'm going to start off by sacrificing my highest costing card, because obviously it's going to be a while till we can play that. I'm going to play the Ragged Wolf with haste, so he'll attack straight away. And then I'll end my turn by clicking this little thing down there, my little egg timer. And off he goes, Ragged Wolf attacks, and the centre idol is now down to 9 health points. So that's the basics of a turn. You'll see now I've just drawn a card automatically ready for my next turn. And this is nice. I've just got another card that costs 2 to play, so I can now sacrifice another card. I'm not focusing on playing well here at all. I'm just literally showing you how the thing works. So I'll put this guy at the front because he's not quite as valuable as Kinfolk Brave, who you will see has a countdown timer of 1, which is really, really powerful. He'll attack every turn. So nothing else we can do. We've spent all our resources and we shall end the turn. Nobody attacks because nobody has a countdown of 0. The opponent's just played a structure there, look. It's a very, very odd place to play a structure, but hey ho. It is the easy AI and he is slightly moronic. So you can see that's a structure, and structures have abilities too. They don't have a countdown because they don't attack. Most don't attack. Some do have countdowns. Apologies for that. This one doesn't have a countdown. It doesn't attack. But when Bitterroot is attacked in melee, attacking unit becomes poisoned for 3 rounds. So you can see that there's various different abilities on different cards, and it's a case of looking at them, learning them, making strategies, making combos, all that fun stuff. Right now we are going to sacrifice Binding Root for some more growth. We're going to let these dudes attack again. So you can see we're steadily getting down here. He's on 6 health now. Easy AI plays a atrophy on my Kinfolk Brave, rendering him useless, which is a bit of a pain. But like I say, we're only showing you the key concepts, so I'm not too worried about that. I've just sacrificed for scrolls just to show you how that works. I've now got a structure of my own. This one does have a countdown, and it also has haste. So when Vitality Well's countdown becomes 0, all friendly units are healed by 1. So we'll just stick that out there. Why not? And turn. Kinfolk Brave attacks and does nothing. So this continues until somebody loses 3 idols. There we go. Kinfolk Brave got his attack back because that atrophy is just a 1-turn effect. And back to attacking. What we're going to do now, we are going to sacrifice this dude and get the big Great Wolf out. This is a great card. You're going to be wanting to buy more of these, which I will talk about in the next video. Keep plugging away. As you can see, the easy AI is literally no challenge. So when you first start off, this is a good way to learn about your deck, learn about your cards, what they do, how they synergize together, and you shouldn't have too much trouble beating this guy on the regular. Great talking skills there. So that's going to be the end of that middle idol. Yay! So we just need to destroy another 2, which shouldn't take too long at all. We're going to get the Kinfolk Jarl out. Not thinking at all again about what I'm doing. I'm just doing things. Hopefully you can see how the game flows and how straightforward and easy it is to play. So we will sacrifice for scrolls, Kinfolk Veteran. Let's pop that guy there. So the easy AI strategy seems to be just put down as much blocking stuff as possible, and annoy the hell out of me, really. So that's nice of him. Let's have a look. Can we get this guy down? No, I've blocked him in. So you can see once you get a few units on the board, it can be quite hard to get units moving to where you want them. So you need to have a lot of, you put a lot of thought into how you place your guys, which again I will discuss in later videos. I don't want to bombard you with strategy at this point in time. So he's playing a couple of things there. I'm going to sacrifice this guy for some more scrolls. Let's get him up there. Move him down, Get this big Frostbeard dude out. That leaves us with one more idol to destroy. We just need to do 3 more damage to that, which is going to happen now. Kinfolk Brave is going to come through and win the game. Yay! So there you go. That's a victory. Now then, we are rewarded for that victory with 97 gold, which is something I'm going to address in the next part of this series. For now, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll stick around for Beginner's Guide Part 2. Thanks very much.